From Central Indiana's #1 news source, this is Fox 59 Tonight.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us here on Fox 59 Tonight. I'm Cameron Riddle. Thanks for downloading our new smart TV app, Fox 59 Now. You can find it on your Roku, Apple TV, Samsung TV, and on your Fire TV. I knew there was one more. You can also hit the subscribe button on YouTube so you never miss any of the conversations we have every night at 8 o'clock here on Fox 59 Tonight. Well, we talk about everything here, from what's happening at the White House to what's happening near your house. And in this case, we're going to be a little closer to home at your house, telling you about more opportunities, more organizations that are stepping up to help make Indianapolis a better place, make it safer, offer we've told you about organizations that are offering safe spaces for the youth that are trying to keep kids out of trouble. The list goes on of everybody trying to do some great things. So today we introduce you to another. Have you ever heard of Murphy Mentoring Group? Well, if you haven't, the city sure has, because whatever it is that they are doing, it's been good enough that the city has decided to give them a piece of a grant to help continue to make Indianapolis a better and safer place. To tell us exactly what they're doing there at Murphy Mentoring Group is Jennifer Murphy. She's the executive director and is here in our studio. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Cameron. Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. Do me a favor. Pull that microphone a little bit closer to you. Bring it all the way in. There you go.
Okay.
What are you guys doing at Murphy Mentoring Group?
So we do a lot of things with Murphy Mentoring Group. So, of course, our name says that we are mentoring. So we do mentoring. We do specialized mentoring. So we're not just focused on the typical volunteer to student situation when it comes to mentoring, but we actually have trained specialized staff, mainly in mental health, that are able to pair up with the youth to be able to provide them with social emotional learning and social emotional support. So when it comes to our youth, we know that they come to us from various backgrounds. Some of them have experienced a lot of trauma. Some of them have a lot of layers to them, we call. And so it is our goal to be able to partner with them and come alongside them to help them be successful in this life, despite their differences.
At Murphy Mentoring Group, who are you talking to? What age groups? What demographics? Who's coming to see you?
Yes, so we serve children ages 6 all the way up to 17.
Okay.
And various, like I said, various backgrounds. We don't discriminate from any type of youth. If if they fall in that age range, they are our kids. And like I was talking about before, specifically, we focus in on those who have. Some of them have been involved in the juvenile justice system. Some of them have emotional disabilities or behavioral challenges. So we like to work with the kids who typically get kind of passed over. They're underserved and underprivileged as well. But those are our kids. Those are the ones that we really love to bring in and be able to inspire and empower.
What about that age group makes them overlooked?
So a lot of times when children, like I said, have differences or difficult behaviors or challenging behaviors, a lot of organizations may not be as well equipped to handle those behaviors. But at Murphy Mentoring Group, we have been certified and licensed through the state to be able to provide the additional, like I said, social emotional support. We have been certified through the Division of Mental Health and Addictions to provide one-to-one, what we call habilitation or respite care.
Okay.
And so the summer program, which the Office of Public Health and Safety and the Byrne Grant has supported us with, we have opened up the Respite House of Marion County, and that's where we ran our transformative summer enrichment youth camp this summer.
There are a number of reasons and examples that we can point to that show why we need more safe spaces and places for kids, why we need to have more one-on-one time. We've talked a lot on this show this past summer about all the things violence and crime-wise that were happening with our
Yes.
youth, places we didn't want them to be, but we also hear from a lot of adults saying where
Yes.
kids should be and what they think they should be doing. But you're with these kids. What are they telling you they need?
They're telling us they need to feel safe. They need to feel supported. They need to feel as if they matter.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that we try to integrate into our programs is the family voice and choice. We always want to hear what the family is saying. We always want to sit down at the table and find out, okay, what are the struggles that they're having in the home? Because when they come to us, we want to make sure that we're giving them the appropriate tools so that when they leave us, they can go back in the community and really, have the tools to make positive choices,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to regulate their emotions. A lot of the families that we work with, the reason why we chose this population with children who have emotional disabilities is because they can't even, go to a doctor's
Mm-hmm.
appointment. They
Mm-hmm.
can't go to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Those things become, really trivial when you're raising a child who has emotional disabilities. But bringing them to a place where the staff is trained
Mm-hmm.
and they love the children, that makes a big difference. Your child is not going to be abused. Your child is not going to be neglected
Mm-hmm.
in our care
Mm-hmm.
because we do care.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what our goal is, to make sure that we hear what they're saying,
Mm-hmm.
integrate those things into our programming, and really utilize what they're saying to fuel the services that we provide.
How do you because the group of kids you are dealing with would be the more difficult ones to deal with.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I've worked in a school setting, been a school bus driver for over 10 years, and I've got to work in
Yes.
schools and deal with children who have all kinds of different backgrounds and situations. And in my experience, the ones, it's one thing to misbehave,
Mm-hmm.
but then there's also another mix sometimes um, where there is some kind of could be combined with a disability of some sort.
Yes.
Asperger's is one that comes to mind.
Yes.
Those kids get kicked out of school fast.
Yes, they do.
Do they show up on your door after that?
So, yes, we try to get them. We try to get those are, like I said, those are our children that we love to be able to partner with the families to serve. There is a deeper level of understanding that and a deeper level of patience that comes alongside working with this population. And so we're always looking to partner with the community to find out, okay, if you have children that fall in this category, how can we best serve them? Of course, we're only one organization. We
Mm-hmm.
can't do it all, but we do have partners that
Mm-hmm.
also, are doing similar work with us so that we can, refer. If we can't take them in because of our capacity, then we know how to refer them on. But yeah, it's definitely the population that we always look to serve and are open to have those conversations.
So you guys are the recipient of this burn grant.
Mhm.
What did you tell the city that you would do with this money if you got this grant?
Definitely come alongside them as far as with their mission of creating safe and equitable spaces for our community, especially when it comes to youth mental health. Mental health does not take a summer break. So
Mm-hmm.
we want to be able to provide something for our children to do, because when they are at home and they don't have anything to do, they are definitely more susceptible to getting into things that they
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
And so we wanted to create a place where they could come, they could learn, they could grow, they can develop just new skills and have fun as
Mm-hmm.
well. So that's what we told them we would do, and that's what we did.
Um, how long have you been doing this work?
Yes. So Murphy Mentoring was co-founded by my husband and myself back in 2009.
Okay.
And so we've been doing this work for 16 years, but we've been mentors. That's just our life work.
Hmm.
So we've been doing that for over 20 years.
Why? There's so many things that you could do. You've chosen something that is not easy. Chosen something that it's a line of social work in a way, and we know
Yes.
people in the line of social work are not rich.
Right.
Why do this?
This it's just bigger than me. My why, it just stems from a place of personal trauma that I experienced as a child,
Hmm.
my husband's personal trauma as a child. We wanted to be what we needed.
Hmm.
And so
What you didn't have at the time.
what we didn't have.
Hmm.
Yes. And so that is where it comes from. That's where the passion started, and it just continues to grow as
Hmm.
we pour into these young people and we see the change. That again, it just fans the flame even more within us.
What's a success story of a student that has come your way?
So we had a young person that was quite the challenge
Hmm.
in school and home and in the community.
Hmm.
He would flip over desk. He would hit teachers. He
Hmm.
would do all the things. And then even with his parents would do the same things at home. We started working with the young person. We did one-to-one. There were other services wrapped around him as well.
Hmm.
But we provided one-to-one as well as peer group support. And when I tell you the other side of this youth, what we've seen come out of this youth, he is now a productive adult
Okay.
working a job and maintaining healthy relationships and boundaries. It's absolutely amazing. And again, he's no anomaly. You know, we are seeing this happen with the youth that we serve
Hmm.
every day.
Hmm.
And it's very inspiring. And like I said, it energizes us. That's what keeps us going, is when we see the other side. And it's not always, going to be butterflies and rainbows.
Hmm.
However, when we continue to sow the seed, maybe we won't see the flower blossom, but someone else will come along and water it. Someone else will come and, feed it a little bit. Someone else will shine the light on it. And eventually, we believe every child that we've been able to sow a seed in is going to produce some type of harvest. And that's our goal.
How were you able to connect with that young person to figure out, all right, this is what they need?
Time. It takes time to build a relationship. It takes time for you to build that trust. Once a young person trusts you, they open up to you and they are more accepting of the
Hmm.
guidance that you can provide.
Hmm.
So we start there. We start with a relationship. And once we go from, once we get that relationship established and that trust built, it's up.
So you served 15 youth this past summer, is that right?
Yes, in this specific program.
Um, how did you find those 15? What did summer look like?
So we are referral based. So we open up typically our summer recruitment to schools, community organizations, some of our community mental health center partners, youth that are just looking for something additional to do in the summer because school is out. And so that's kind of how we get our youth. And then you were asking, what was the other question you asked?
How do you? What did you guys do over the
Oh,
summer?
yes. So we provided, so they came to us Monday through Thursday. We provided social emotional wellness groups. We did gardening. We did arts and crafts. We did a lot of journaling and self-reflecting, storytelling, a lot of things to build their social skills. So with this population that we work with, it's a lot of times it's difficult for them to establish relationships. They're in school and they're bullied a lot. They don't have that interaction with their peers because people look at them as being different. And so when they come into an environment where there's other kids like them, it becomes very powerful and almost like the positive peer pressure. So they may act out at school, but when they come into that environment and they see other kids like them and they're not acting out, they're able to do, things that maybe they were told once they would never be able to do. It's almost like, again, a positive peer pressure. And so we're building on those skills, those team building skills, those relationship skills, those communication skills, all of those things to make sure that, again, when they leave us, they have those tools. So we did that all throughout the summer. Throughout every day, we were focusing in on a specific thing. So maybe it was, communication on Monday, then peer relationships on Tuesday. So each day we were building on, and we use that as the theme to drive the day. And they come in, we do our wins, meaning what have we done well since yesterday? And then what do we need to improve on? And so we did that throughout the summer. And again, the success stories have really just blown my mind as far as what we've seen with these young people.
How many weeks does that program run?
So that program ran 12 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So June, July.
Yes.
Well, really,
it kind of
into
started
August.
the end of May. Yeah.
Into
August.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now that let me ask you, what kind of change, when you walked away, what kind of change did you see in these 15 people?
Again, improve social skills, improve ability to regulate their emotions. So not, falling out at the first sign of no, because sometimes that's a trigger. It's a trigger for me too. But just being able to regulate their emotions and being aware, their awareness of, we call it mental health awareness, just knowing where you are in a space and being able to identify, okay, this is what I need right now. And being able to communicate that so that when people are working with you, like their teachers or so, they can say, hey, Mrs. So-and-so, I'm feeling, a little bit sad today, or I'm depressed, or then maybe someone can come alongside of you and help you through that so that you're not lashing out, in the school or at home.
Is there, to get into Murphy mentoring, what is the qualification? I mean, you talked about you've got students from 6 to 17, I think you said?
Yes.
Okay, I got somebody of that age. Who needs to come to you?
So typically, like I said, we are referral based. Some families self-refer. We would take them through a process to see if they qualify. We work with, again, the Division of Mental Health and Addictions, who also partner with some of the community mental health centers, and we get referrals through that way. We partner also with Warren Township Schools, and so we're running some mentoring programs in their schools as well. And so we take referrals from our community partners as well. So typically, a parent could just call us, and then we would walk them through what they would need to do to be able to get their child in our programs.
As you just mentioned, school is in now.
Yes.
And we know just how much schools do and what kind of regularity they put in a consistency they put in a student's life. But then there comes summer.
Yes.
And then there's a gap.
Yes.
But that's specifically why you guys are there in the summer, to fill that gap. What would you say the students would be missing if you weren't there and they're out of school from May to August?
They would be missing out on a lot of growth and development as it relates to mental wellness. We know again that mental health does not take a break. They need supportive environments where they could definitely get the skills and tools to not only just make it through summer, but to make it through life. And so that's what we're here to do, fill in that gap. And if we weren't here, the gap would still exist.
We talk a lot about students and what they need, and then people say, well, where are the parents? But in a lot of cases, you have parents coming to you saying, hey, I need help. What are these parents saying? What are they asking you? Why do they say, hey, look, I had to come to you for X, Y, and Z?
Yeah, they're coming to us because a lot of times they're experience parental fatigue. They're tired. We only see them a few hours a day, but they're with their parents the majority of the time. And so as a parent, especially if you have other children who do not have the challenges as one child, you spend a lot of time just trying to survive. We want to get them to the other place of thriving. So we want to take them from survival to thriving. And so when they're coming to us, they're desperate just for relief, just to have a space where, okay, my child can learn something that can hopefully they can bring back home and make our lives a little bit easier. So that's what we're seeing.
So when that's the summer, school's back in. You guys do nothing until next summer? Or I know this is a rhetorical question.
Yes.
What are you guys doing during the school year?
So we're constantly working. We now, since school is in, we are back partnering with our schools, doing our mentoring programs. We do group and peer mentoring in the schools. We also run our respite care home, specifically on the weekends, where these same parents have the opportunity to bring their child and still get a rest or a short-term break on the weekends. And so that's ongoing throughout the school year.
So if life is lifing, and there's lots of single parents, there's parents who are couples together, and
yes,
just life being life. So they can bring the kids to you for the weekend.
Yes. So right now we're not doing our overnights.
Okay.
But we will be moving into overnights possibly once a month.
Okay.
But we do Friday nights. We do Saturday, mostly all the day into the night. And so they definitely are able to come and get a break for several hours on the weekend.
So you guys will take the kids for the afternoon, and
we feed them, we clothe them, we do field trips, we have all types of learning activities. We have people that come in, like a couple weeks ago, we had a magic show come in, and he does magic and teach mental health awareness. And so all of the things to make them feel like they're not being just sent away from home, or the parent don't want them. We want to create a loving environment where they want to come back, and they don't feel like they're being
Boys and Girls Club.
Exactly. We don't want them to feel penalized when they come. We want them to feel like it's a safe and nurturing environment that they love coming to, and they do.
That's really valuable.
Yes.
Especially for, like I said, you could be the best parent out there, but with everything that's hitting you, sometimes you need, hey, I need a nap, or I need a moment for me, or I bet you some parents, I got to go to my other job.
Listen, and that's why we have that motto, good parents need breaks.
Yeah. That's important. I've never actually heard anybody do that.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
Okay. How can people help you continue this mission? Do you need staff? Do you need donations? Do you need volunteers?
Yes, all of the above. Okay. You can connect with us on Facebook, Murphy Mentoring Group. You can follow me on LinkedIn, or connect with me on LinkedIn, Jennifer Murphy. Also, our website, murphymentoring.org. You can go there, you can sign up for our newsletter, and that way we can stay connected. You can hear about the things that we're doing. You can find out ways you can support. We always love gifts. We cannot thrive without the donations and the support from our community. So we're always open to giving, whether it's money or your time. We love volunteers.
Every person from a nonprofit that has sat in your chair has said
Yes.
that it is hard this year to keep the lights on, keep the doors open, funding's drying up, federal's cutting money. How are you guys doing? Is the same boat?
So we've been blessed. We've been blessed to be able to tap into some other resources. Because we are in youth mental health, we're able to tap into some Medicaid funding.
Okay.
And so that's been supportive of some of our initiatives. But again, our generous community, individual donors, we love you. Continue to give. Your gift is not in vain. It is really helping us, like I said, thrive. And so that's important to us.
Well, I was trying to think, what do I title this episode? And I think, I don't know if it was the first or second, well, maybe let's give parents a second chance or kids a second chance. But I think it's an opportunity to thrive.
Yes.
How you helping families thrive.
I love that.
And once you start I think we should talk some more about the rest. What would you call it? Was
the respite house of Marion County? Yes.
Yeah. How many people do you think you'll be able to take? How many can you take at one time?
So we have the capacity for 12 at a time.
Okay.
And a lot of times, what we're running into is that we have repeat offenders. They love coming, and so they always want to come. And so right now we do have some openings for if there's parents listening or watching, and you are interested in connecting with me, please do so. We love to be able to have more. We have partnered with, there's 2 other respite homes that we've partnered with, one in Fort Wayne and then another one here in the city. And we've come together what we're calling the Collaborative Respite Care Project. And so that's so that if we don't have the capacity, we can definitely refer them on to someone who's going to give them the same quality of care that we would.
How can people contact you?
Yes, please. Again, through our website, www.murphymentoring.org. You can follow us on Facebook, Murphy Mentoring Group. And also you can connect with me via LinkedIn, Jennifer Murphy.
All right, Jennifer Murphy, thank you for what you do. Thank you for coming in and tell us about it. It is, I like what I'm hearing.
I love that.
That is a much needed thing. I'm just a parent of just a 1-year-old and I'm married, but there are people who don't have the support system that I have. And I could definitely see how that would be valuable, and don't want to overcrowd you, but certainly want people to know that
we want to be overcrowded.
Okay.
We want to be overcrowded so that we can have an excuse to expand our services.
That's right.
Right?
Okay.
Yep. Tell a friend, refer a friend.
Yes.
When you hear about something good, you always want to spread the good news.
Absolutely.
So let's spread the good news of this work.
And is there somewhere that people can pop up and talk to you in person?
Well, I would prefer an interview. I mean, not an interview, but a phone call so that we could set up a meeting.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay. And then they can come see from there.
Yes.
Okay.
Because there's all kind of HIPAA stuff.
Yeah,
we can't
absolutely.
just have people popping up. But definitely give me a call or send me an email, Jennifer Murphy at murphymentoring.org, and we can connect and hopefully make things happen.
Okay. All right, Jennifer, thank you again.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, that's going to do it for Fox 59 tonight. I'm Cameron Riddle. We'll talk to you on the weekend on the radio on 106.7 WTLC and Hot 100.9 from a radio show, Open Lines. And then we're here every night at 8 o'clock on Fox 59 Now and online on YouTube. Good night.